Are you tired of feeling disconnected from yourself and constantly seeking validation from others? In this video, we're diving into the transformative power of self-love through the lens of Stoicism. 1. Be kind to yourself. Stoicism stresses how important it is to be kind to yourself in order to love yourself. This way of thinking knows that life can be hard, and that we often face problems and setbacks that can make us feel down or angry. But it's important to remember that it's okay to mess up and not always do what we expect. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. We can either be tough and critical of ourselves when we're having a hard time, or we can be kind and understanding with ourselves. Being kind to yourself means accepting that you are human with all of your flaws and weaknesses. Being honest about the fact that you are flawed and will make mistakes is what it means. You could beat yourself up for these mistakes, but you choose to learn from them and get better. One way to be kind to yourself is to be compassionate with yourself. This idea comes from Stoicism. When you show self-compassion, you treat yourself with the same care, kindness, and understanding you would show a good friend. Seeing your pain and suffering and reacting with kindness and understanding instead of criticism and condemnation is what it means. Being self-compassionate also means understanding that everyone fails and makes mistakes. It helps you remember that you're not the only one going through hard times and that it's okay to be flawed. Knowing this can help you feel less alone in your problems and more linked to other people. Setting reasonable goals is another way to be kind to yourself. Stoicism tells us to let go of things we can't change and focus on the things we can. This means that you should set goals that you can reach and not expect yourself to be great. You should know your skills and weaknesses and use them to your advantage instead of against you. Taking care of your physical, social, and mental health is part of being kind to yourself. This means setting aside time to do things that are good for your body and mind, like working out, meditating, or spending time in nature. You also have to set limits and say no to things that make you feel bad or drain your energy. The Stoic way of life tells us to be kind to ourselves by practicing thanks. Being grateful means noticing and enjoying the good things in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. We should think about what we have instead of what we don't have. Being thankful can make us happier and more happy with our lives, which can help us love and respect ourselves more. A big part of liking yourself the right way is being kind to yourself. It means recognizing your humanity, being kind to yourself, having realistic goals, taking care of your health, and learning to be grateful. 2. Change the way you talk to yourself. The conversation we have with ourselves all the time is called self-talk, and it has a big impact on how we think, feel, and act. The Stoics knew this very well, and they thought that we could change our lives by changing the way we talk to ourselves. Finding and questioning bad self-talk is the first thing you need to do to change the way you talk to yourself. The Stoics thought that our thoughts aren't always logical or true, so we shouldn't take them at face value. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. The next step is to practice positive self-talk after you've found and stopped negative self-talk. Stoics thought that we should talk to ourselves in a way that makes us feel good, gives us power, and inspires us. It was Marcus Aurelius who said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." We can do some things and can't do others. The Stoics thought that being thankful for what we have can help us change the way we talk to ourselves and love ourselves more. When you wake up in the morning, think about how very lucky you are to be able to breathe, think, enjoy, and love. Learn to be thankful. Take a moment every day to think about what you're thankful for. It might be your health, your family, your friends, or just the way nature looks. You can change the way you talk to yourself and learn to love yourself by focusing on the good things in your life. To sum up, one strong way to love yourself right is to change the way you talk to yourself. It's about noticing negative self-talk and fighting it, talking positively to yourself, focused on the things you can control, and being thankful. What it's about is understanding that you can change the way you think about things. 3. Do something you're good at. Stoicism tells us to live in harmony with nature, and one way to do this is to recognize and use our unique skills and gifts. Not only do things that make us happy and fulfilled, but doing things that make us better at them also helps us love and appreciate ourselves more. Finding out what you're good at is the first thing you need to do it. Self-awareness and reflection are needed for this. Think about the things that make you happy, the things that are easy for you to do, and the times when you feel most alive and involved. These often show what your strengths and skills are. Your strengths don't need to be big or weird. They could be something as easy as being able to listen well, cook well, or figure out hard problems. It's important to know what you're good at and value those skills. Nothing great happens all of a sudden. Focusing on your skills and abilities makes you feel better about yourself and gives you more confidence. It makes you feel good about what you've done and proud of your skills. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you'll never have problems or failures. In fact, these things will have to happen as part of the process. According to Stoicism, we should see these problems as chances to learn and grow. Action is sped up by the thing that stops it. Things that get in the way become the ways. Having fun while doing something you're good at is one of the most important parts of doing it. This means paying attention to the way, not just the end goal. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Enjoy the skills you're using, the information you're getting, and the progress you're making. This not only makes the action more fun, but it also helps you love and appreciate yourself more. It's not enough to just enjoy doing something you're good at. It's also about giving other people your skills. As the Stoics thought, we are all connected to a greater whole, and our unique skills help the group as a whole. One strong way to love yourself is to do something you're good at. It means figuring out your strengths, developing your skills, getting through tough times, enjoying the process, and sharing your skills with other people. 4. Figure out your goal. Finding your mission is an important part of both Stoicism and loving yourself. Knowing your place in the big picture and using your special skills and gifts to make a difference are important. Stoics thought that everything in the world is connected, and that this connection is what they called the logos. In other words, each of us has a special job to do in the world. What hurts the hive hurts the bee. Your values and your mission go hand in hand. It's about living your life in line with what you think. First, tell yourself what you'd be. Then, do what you need to do. The Stoics thought that our nature and our goal are closely linked. As people, we each have special skills and traits that make us stand out. Accept who you are to find your mission. It's not always easy to find your mission. It will be hard, and there will be problems along the way. But as the Stoics showed us, these problems can be chances to learn and grow. Action is sped up by the thing that stops it. Things that get in the way become the ways. To find your meaning, you have to live in the present. You should do what you love and what is important to you right now. Life goes by while we wait for it. It's a journey, not a goal, to find your mission. It's about knowing your place in the world, living by your ideals, accepting who you are, getting past problems, and savoring the present. It has to do with what you love and what is important to you. 5. Give back. Giving back to others is a strong way to love yourself because it helps you see how valuable you are and how much you can add to their lives. This is an example of the Stoic concept of oikeiosis, which means realizing that we are responsible for the world and that we are connected to it. A great way to give back is to give your time and skills away. Giving back to the community not only helps people in need, but it also makes you feel good about yourself. As long as there are people around, there are chances to be kind. Not only do you help other people when you serve, but you also help yourself. The things you do show yourself that you can make a difference, that they are important, and that you are a useful person. This can help you love and respect yourself a lot more. Giving to charity is a way to show the Stoic trait of generosity. You can do it to show appreciation for what you have and to say that you want to help other people. It also helps you remember that you have enough, that you are enough, and that you can change the world for the better. Another way to give back is to help someone, whether they are a friend, family member, or stranger. Being there for them could mean as little as listening, encouraging them, or giving them real help. Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You're not only being kind to other people when you help them, you're also being kind to yourself. You are telling yourself that you can love, care, and be compassionate. You're telling yourself that you're a good person who deserves love and respect. You can help others by giving what you know and are good at. You could do this by teaching, guiding, or just sharing your knowledge and experiences. We learn as we teach. Sharing what you know is a way to give back that helps both you and the person you're helping. It helps you see how far you've come and what lessons you've learned by letting you think about your own trip. It's a healthy way to love yourself and let yourself know how much you're worth. Giving back is a very important part of loving yourself right. It's about knowing how valuable you are and how valuable you can be to other people. It's about showing your appreciation, kindness, and giving. It's about proving to yourself that you're a good person who can make the world a better place. The right way to love yourself is a process, not a goal. You need to be kind to yourself, change the way you talk to yourself, find your meaning, and help other people. It's about accepting the flaws in yourself, learning from your mistakes, and becoming the best version of yourself.